This week on Convincing Idiots. Oh boy, we're back 2 weeks off, and this is what you get. You're going to be glad you stayed. And then in our main topic, we come up with our greatest songs of all time. We put together that list just for you. All of that and so much more. So what are we waiting for? Let's start the show.
You guys enjoy your whatever that is.
All right. Test.
4, 3.
Hey out there, welcome back to Convincing Idiots. I'm
Yep.
Millennial Nick alongside Gen X Brian and the Zennial Dean. And in our final segment this evening, everyone, I don't know if this is where this concept was born. I feel like a few weeks ago, we talked about Rolling Stone. We had a little segment in the news where we discussed their top 100 songs of all time.
500.
And I think, 500, my God. And some of the answers surprised us. And as we went over the top, 20 or so, we were kind of surprised at ones that made it and ones that were left out. So I don't know specifically if any of these were left out of those necessarily, but nonetheless, our final segment, gentlemen, we are going to be coming up with our combined Convincing Idiots Mount Rushmore, which is 5 top songs ever made. So, plain and simple, each one of us are going to come to the table with our top 3 songs ever made. We're going to talk about which of them deserve a coveted spot on the Convincing Idiots Mount Rushmore. And correct me if I'm wrong here. This is pretty loose criteria. We're not talking about lyrically. We're not talking about records or chart hits or anything like that. We're just in our opinion, these are just the greatest songs ever made, and we will discuss why we think so. So, Brian, why don't you start us off? Give us your top 3, or not top 3, your 3.
All right. I have God Only Knows by the Beach Boys.
Okay.
Imagine by John Lennon.
Okay.
And by Rick Dees Disco Duck. That's a joke. That's a joke. My third one is Purple Rain, Prince.
Oh, okay. All right,
Wonderful.
so repeat those. I'm sorry. You had
God Only
Knows by the Beach Boys.
Imagine, John Lennon, and Purple Rain, Prince.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And while you're in the writing mood, I'll just give you my 3.
Yep.
My 3 are Thriller by Michael Jackson, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and also by Prince, but different song, When Doves Cry.
Good one.
All right. So mine, and sorry, I'm writing these down. So all right. So my top one, if you're looking at the greatest of all time, I have to start with number 1, Blake Insurance. Because the Blake Insurance Group is an independent agency located.
He does have a song, and
He
you'll
does.
hear it
He
right
has
off
quite
the
a few.
top of every
Actually,
episode.
Yeah.
When we get actually together sometime, I will show you the book that I found of mine and his songs that we wrote. I have all the lyrics.
Oh,
anyways.
okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
the
fun.
original Aiden's Valentine's
Keep it up, Lock and Key.
songbook.
That's right. Smithsonian
Surprised
time.
that's not at the fucking Rock Hall in Cleveland or something by now.
Let's see where we can go with this. So, boys, let me tell you about the Blake Insurance Group. It's an independent agency in Barberton, Ohio. Not right here. I'm no longer there. Offering personal care and support for all of your insurance needs. If you need auto, home, business, or even life insurance, give Aaron a call. He'll treat you with the honesty and respect and care that you deserve. Call the Blake Insurance Group at 234-571-5359 or find them online at blakeinsurancellc.com for your free 5-minute quote today. And yeah, give him his love, give him his flowers, because he is the greatest of all time. All right, now back to my list. I have Yesterday by the Beatles. I have Africa by Toto. And I have White Christmas by Bing Crosby.
Okay. Did he write White Christmas?
I will get to that in my argument.
Okay. Well, none of us overlapped at all, which I found
We did not.
quite surprising.
Well, there are millions of songs.
There are, but I
so the mathematical.
But we're one hive mind here. I don't understand. No, the reason I say that is because, well, immediately for me personally, two jumped. I mean, were immediate. I'm like this one and this one, and one of them that I thought, if anything, I was like, I bet Brian will have Bohemian Rhapsody. I was so like, I thought
Bohemian
maybe
Rhapsody was on my consideration list when I originally did this. I had a huge list. I had a huge list made originally, and I had to break it down. So, but yeah, but Bohemian Rhapsody and Purple Rain were both on my list.
Gotcha.
Gen X Brian here from the Convincing Idiots podcast. If you're enjoying our show, tell a friend. And if you're not, well, tell two enemies.
All right.
Well, who wants to start out?
All right. Can I start the argument? I put a lot of work into this, boys. I would like to start. Let me start with the. Toto. Africa by Toto, 1982. It was written by the keyboardist David Page. Let me turn around here so you're not seeing the back of my goddamn head while I'm reading. It was specifically, scientifically, the greatest song. They did a study. I don't remember what university, but they did a study in 2014 or 2017, and it was determined scientifically to be the greatest song ever. The criteria was, musically, lyrics, but they also did dopamine. What they did studies on people listening to all of these songs, and it was listed the highest dopamine song. We would give the highest dopamine levels for people listening to Africa. So, my argument is it's not an opinion. It's a scientific fact.
It's science.
Yep. That was the Barberton Technical Institute, Nick, did that study.
That's right. That's right.
BTI did that?
That's why they kicked me out, sent me to Talmadge.
Yeah, they had a hell of a football team back in the 80s. By the way, it's trivia, but it's okay.
I was the kicker. Toto, not just scientifically, but it's a great song. And it's one of those songs for me that I didn't really appreciate until I got older. When you're younger, you hear that it's not appealing. But when you get older and you learn and understand,
scientifically, apparently it is.
It is. That's right.
That's where you're wrong.
And that's where you grow up and your brain evolves into an adult. Most people, not really me, but most people's brains grow into an adult and they learn to appreciate it. And that's where the science comes in. So Toto, Africa, 1982 is my argument for the greatest song ever, because scientifically it is.
I have a connection to my daughter with that song there, so that we used to go to Cedar Point every year for a while when she was a kid. That was some of my favorite times with her, her growing up. And she'd be up to here, we'd go out and ride the roller coasters and stuff. And she wrote everything. We did that through, last time we went, God, it's sad to think about it, but she was 18 last time we went together, teenager. But we went one summer when she was still, preteen age, something like that. And as you're weaving through the lines up there, they had music videos playing. And it was the same fucking. It felt like the same 4 or 5 videos, which it probably wasn't a whole lot of variety.
Yeah. Probably about 25, but yeah, you wait in line for a couple hours and you see some videos a couple times. Yeah,
and it's a long song.
But one of the videos that particular day was Africa by Toto. So that particular day, we heard that song. I don't know how many times, but that song today just takes me right back to those Cedar Point lines, waiting to ride the roller coaster with my little girl, and it's just a different time. I get emotional even thinking about it because it's just that childhood. It's your time together, before husbands and everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a very nice
dogs and
very nice, nice memories.
Yeah,
nice memories. And we got to see that also live last summer. Dean performed.
Yep, we sure did.
Toto. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Oh, that was BJ, wasn't it? Before Joey.
That's right. Yep.
I was going to make another joke, but I will respectfully not.
Yeah, don't do that with my daughter in the same vicinity of anything. Yeah,
you're crossing the line, Nicholas. Crossing a line.
I said I didn't cross the line. I said I was not gonna.
Even saying not gonna, you're still implying the joke. All right.
No, I'm not gonna. And I'm not. You're the one.
You're
I
all
didn't do
making
anything.
us have the joke in our heads.
I've done nothing.
Nick, what do you got?
Moving on. So Bohemian Rhapsody. I thought that it's not even my favorite Queen song. It's a great Queen song, but it is, I think, undoubtedly, it's their best songs. One of their best. It's their best song, and I think it's one of the greatest songs ever written, just from a musical standpoint. It's so all over the place. It's a rock opera. It's a story being told, and it goes in and out of these different, with the opera parts, and then the heavier part with where it breaks down, and Freddie Mercury's vocals are astounding. It's a long song. There's just a lot going on. It's like it is. It's like it's its own little story with all these range of emotions, and I think it's just fucking brilliant. It's like just brilliantly done, and sometimes it gets lost on songs that are so popular that are so good like that. Almost kind of get lost on you because of the oversaturation of how much you're hearing them, and I think that's probably happening with me a lot of the years. Probably why it's not my favorite Queen song is because it's the one you hear. Certainly the most up there, top 3 that you hear the most.
I think if you ask
something about Queen too, that there's that many songs that are on that level that get that much play, but or even the fact that when they wrote that, they didn't think it would get much radio play because of the complexity of it and how much there was going on. Yes,
there were so many. If you asked like a handful of people, a lot of people, whatever. Give me the most epic song ever. I guarantee you the majority of them would say Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's certainly one of them, yeah.
The word epic, I think, always comes to mind.
Sure, yeah.
So that's a song, like you said, that they put that together, like, we're doing this. This is completely unique and different. I'm sure the record company was like, I don't know. They're like, nope, we're doing it anyway. We don't care. Shut the fuck up. And they put it out there. And I don't know that it really had the popularity. We've talked about this before, until the Wayne's World movie. When that movie used it in the opening scene, it really took it to another level. And it's strange because for years it was like, name a Queen song. Now, back then, you would probably think We Will Rock You or We Are the Champions in that era. But now that song there, I think, is overtaken. That's probably the main Queen song that most people think about these days, is that song, because it's so creative and unique, and airplay and where it's used and everything is taken over most of the other songs. Very good stuff.
And you have a lot of people that, like Nick said, oh, it's not my favorite song because it's overplayed and it's, you hear it over here, you hear it over there. But you got to think of songs like that, especially how good those songs are like that are, come in and get played to a new generation. And not only do they go, oh my God, that's awesome, but it turns them on to that band.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's that one song that goes, oh, I need to find out what more, what other songs this band did. And I think that, like Wayne's World, I think that did that for Queen for a whole new generation. I don't know that I would have been turned on to Queen as much as I did if it wasn't for Wayne's World.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
It's that song. Yep,
absolutely. Good.
And a lot of. Do you guys want to Dean fact of the day? You want to spit one out?
Do you have a choice?
There was a wrestler in 1973 that would he would open up
this one's
song.
musical.
That wasn't that particular song.
Nope, this one's musical. Not a lot of people know that the original ending of that song. Do you guys know how it originally ended? Oh,
don't care. Moving on.
No, it goes da 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 da.
AIDS. Oh, I fell right into your trap, and I didn't even realize.
Did.
Oh, poor Fred. Yeah,
worth it. All right, Brian, what do you got?
I'm going to start with "God Only Knows" by the Beach Boys here. Very unique song for the Beach Boys. Great. I mean, just with any Beach Boys song, the harmony, the vocals, fantastic. It's really just the meaning behind it. It's just you just pay attention to it wasn't a song that really I don't even know if it's my favorite Beach Boys song necessarily, because it's just has a different tone and vibe to it, certainly, but just a very wholesome song, just very simply about just gratitude for the person that you're with, and he's just someone is expressing that I just wouldn't be where I'm at. Without you in my life. It's just really a beautiful song, and again, vocally phenomenal, like almost every Beach Boys song, certainly. I'm going
to sing that to both of you in our 300th episode. I want
you
to know this.
Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, arguably, some people will say is the best Beach Boys song. Certainly one of the best. But again, I picked that just because of the whole meaning behind it. Lyrically, it's very simple but beautiful.
Yeah,
I know when we do a lot of these topics, I don't know about you guys, but I start by Googling, whatever we're looking at, to see what everybody's saying, the general consensus. And that song is 1,000% in everybody's top 5.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I don't disagree at all. It's an amazing song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of it as being a departure for them, but you're right. When I think of the Beach Boys, it's the more upbeat kind of, and the harmonizing, and that kind of early surf, what are you going to call it, surf rock, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a definitely more, and it's not even necessarily a ballad. It's just kind of I mean, it is for them, I guess, like what a lot of their music sounded like. Sure. But it's definitely, it's just it is a different sound for them. You're right.
Yeah. Zero to do with the beach, zero to do with surfing. It's just again, gratitude and appreciation. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Good pick.
You think about us when you hear that song?
Of course. Of course.
He goes, one of you. I don't like that. All right.
All right.
Let me argue Yesterday by the Beatles. Written by Paul McCartney, but it is contributed to Lennon McCartney. But it was, let's see where we are. All right. The reason I have this on my list is it has been covered over, I think, nearly 4,000 times. It is the most covered song in history. Yesterday a lot of us, how I remember, Boys to Men has a fantastic cover of it. It's one of the songs that, if you do hear a cover and then you find out this cover, it does bring you to find, it's not like you have to go find the Beatles, but I'm using it as the example for this, for the way covers, to me, why they're so important. And I think that's what makes this song on the list. The Beatles have a 1,000, whatever their catalog is, but this one has been covered the most. And like Nick said about his song, it's not necessarily my favorite Beatles song, but if you're looking at just the greatest songs of all time, this is a criteria that needs to make it be put on this pedestal. It's an amazing song. It's an amazing feat. Over 4,000 covers. So, easily, it deserves to be on the list. Yeah, okay. Yesterday by the Beatles.
Okay,
nice, very good song.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great song.
I thought the most covered song was "Happy Birthday." That's what I thought it was.
Well,
okay.
It depends on criteria. Depends on the
That's a
criteria.
very astute thing that you picked up on there, Brian. You're probably you're probably right.
All right, let me go back to recorded covers.
There's a lot of cell phone camera footage out there.
There's a
People
lot of
covering
right,
Happy
you're right.
Let's
Birthday.
go do the research. We're gonna get the team on it.
Yeah, get the numbers right.
Maybe I should put that on my
Don't
list.
try to tangle with the stat man, Brian Fisher.
I know.
You don't come in here with numbers and shit.
I will lose every time. Lose every time.
All right. My next one is the immediate one that popped into my head when I thought of this. It was the very first song I thought of. In my opinion,
Ice
it
Baby?
is the best song that had been made in human history when it came out, and it hasn't been touched since. And it's Thriller by Michael Jackson. I think it is the best song ever fucking made. Like, it has absolutely everything. It's a fun, like, sonically, it's incredible. Like, it's fucking amazing, just the way it hits your ears and the beat and the rhythm and it's just, and then it's like so much of him, like how much Michael appreciated and liked horror movies and stuff. And this is just an aside because I'm not even taking into consideration and putting the song up here in being the video, right? The video was groundbreaking and it was a little mini movie and it was incredible, and the effects and the story, it just, everything was it was perfect about the way people were familiarized with the song. But it's incredible. Like the lyrics are incredible. They're both like spooky, creepy, but fun at the same time because it's a great pop song. The addition of Vince Price at the end of it, doing it's just because he was such a big fan of his. Like, I can't think of a song that, and there again, it's not. I mean, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and I like a lot. It's up there, but it's not my favorite Michael Jackson song, but it's the best one. It's absolutely the best one. I think it's the best song that fucking a human has ever made. Like, it's just like the most incredible thing. Like, every time when it breaks down and that bum bum, the beat, the bass beat goes down. It's just a very simple bum, and the way the effect on it, and with the back, it's drum beat. It's just fucking. It just like you were talking about with Toto, where it's like it does something to your brain that makes you want to fucking move, and it's so catchy. And it's a song that I don't know that I've ever heard anyone be like, "Oh, I'm so sick of hearing Thriller." Like, even how, like, it's you never like, Thriller's on. Like, no, nobody.
Right.
Like, it's fucking Thriller. Like, it's just like, it's perfection. It is. To me, sonically, it is absolute perfection from beginning to end. From the very beginning of the Door Creek, and the way it gets up to it, and the big beat, it's just, everything is so perfect, and the vocals are great, and everything's just chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So.
I think that is another song that could be listed on that epic level.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But Thriller by Michael Jackson.
All right.
Yeah, I want to make a joke, but I can't. That's it. You're right. It's definitely, at least, should be in the running here.
Yeah, that's a song for me that I don't know that I would enjoy it as much without the video necessarily. That it's forever linked to the video.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, you can't not think of
that's a
even the Michael Jackson, the movie, when it shows him as Michael Jackson zombie. It's like and then they do every year there's like they do the flash mob thing, or they do they perform the zombie, like even Wadsworth does it every fucking year. Just a lot of areas I'm sure do something similar like that. So it's definitely, the video took that to a whole other
that's a
level of enjoyment.
Would it be as big if it was just on the record?
Again, sonically, vocally, and everything, it is
fantastic.
Very good. And like you said, Nick,
agree.
Vincent Price is without him at the end. I don't even know if it's as good without him at the end. Does
it get to not only the level, but like our fandom of it? Would it be different?
It would still be the
video?
biggest single on this album, and this album is a killer. And I can Billie Jean's on here and beat it, but like, I still think it would be.
Billie Jean is 100% my favorite Michael Jackson song. I love Billie Jean.
But you're right; it is synonymous with the video because of how epic the video was, and that was groundbreaking. No one had ever seen a video done like that before.
It's not good. It's not a hinder to the argument. It was just a random question, you know.
Right? Yeah. But you're right. You can't not, because it has its own dance, and people know the dance, and people know the Letterman jacket, and you know, I have a pair of Stance socks. On one sock it has Michael Jackson in the Letterman jacket, and the other one it's got the Wolfman and the Letterman. You know, like it's just everybody knows that the wolf scene and the zombies and everybody. You know, it's just the whole thing.
And everybody, if you don't do it physically while that song's on, in your brain you want to do this deal.
Oh, you know, you know that scene. Yeah. There's definitely scenes of that, you know, for sure, and that's definitely one of them. You're right. Yep. Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. My next one, Imagine, John Lennon. Again, this is a very simple song. Again, as like anything John Lennon sings was beautiful. Yeah, the vocals are excellent, and it's just always, I mean, I've heard this song so many times, but it always just, I mean, we know what the song's about. It's just the whole idea of just imagine what it would be like without all these things that people fight about, you know, religion and politics and all these things that people don't have differences and are just all living to help each other out. And it, you know, really could happen if everybody wanted to do it. So just imagine what that would be like. It's just really, again, a beautiful sentiment. And just makes me pause every time and think about it. And it's just a yearning of world peace. I mean, it's just really is.
I mean,
it's kind of as simple as that.
What if everybody wasn't a dick?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah.
That'd be neat. Huh?
Yeah.
Just what if no one was a dickhead?
That's the hidden lyric nobody knows about.
Yeah. Yep. Just
it's a song. It is, and it's something to be said, because like musically, it's not going to wow you. There's not a lot to it, but the message is so strong and like well conveyed that like it is an incredible song. You know, it doesn't need even to be this big, you know, masterpiece musically.
Right.
And even if you come off the idea of that he spent so much time writing with Paul McCartney. You know what I mean? Like all of these hits that those two collaborated together since they were teenagers. And then he comes off with this, who his only collaboration was Forrest Gump. And it ended up being, you know, this epic. I think it's a feather in his cap, really.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. All right. That's our argument for Imagine.
All right. Imagine there's no awkward silence in this podcast. Only seamless transitions.
Here's it's
easy if Brian edits it. All right.
All right. This is the dark horse, so to speak, that is White Christmas.
Okay.
Written in it was came out in 1942, written by Irving Berlin, performed by Bing Crosby, covered thousands and thousands of times itself, won an Academy Award, topped the Billboard charts for 11 weeks when it debuted, and then back many years on the top 40 in 2025. It came back on the top 40. According to I can't even read my handwriting here. All right.
Is it that great of a song if you can't just speak from the heart on it?
Well, I wrote notes, but now I could speak to the heart. It is when records used to come out as singles, right? What Brian, when you were around then, when they were the smaller ones,
45s.
So it is the biggest selling album of all time, as in singles.
Okay.
Now, not just, you know, it was 8, 10 songs, 12 songs, whatever. But when they come out in singles, and it is to this day, came out in 1942, and it's still every Christmas hits the charts, right? So, I mean, I think yes, it is quote unquote a Christmas song, but I think the longevity, I think the fact that it is the highest selling record single of all time. Definitely makes it unique, especially compared to all the other songs. I don't think you guys are going to pick it, but I like this idea that it's different. I like the idea that it is something that none of the other songs have done or the records have done, and it's iconic. It is all of who doesn't know White Christmas in America. All of these songs, there's going to be somebody that doesn't know Africa. There's going to be somebody that doesn't know Bohemian Rhapsody. May have heard it, but they don't know it. The majority of Americans can sing White Christmas and will and do sing White Christmas. Granted, I guess
it's not White Holiday either. It's White Christmas. God damn it! It's
right.
America.
What were you saying, Brian?
I said they made a movie out of the song because it was so popular, right? Or did the song come from the movie?
I think it might have been written for the movie. No. Because I know White Christmas actually was a remake of a flop like a year before or 2 years before. I can't remember the name of that film, but I don't actually. That's a good question. I didn't look up to see if it was written for the movie or the movie was written around that.
Okay.
But again, iconic. All of us know it. It is in our hearts, and it's the best-selling album of all time.
That is one of my favorite Christmas songs. Period. That version of Bing Crosby is my favorite. I do like the Elvis version and all that. It's hard to argue. There's definitely great versions of that song, but the Bing Crosby one to me is. It is a representation of Christmas, and it will always be, period.
Now, have you guys ever seen the movie White Christmas?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Okay. It actually does give you a little bit of a different perspective when he sings it in the movie, because they're in the military and they're on the war front in Germany or whatever, and they've stopped and had a makeshift little show. To have these singers on for the troops, and he gets on and he does this White Christmas, and it's very somber because you look out in the crowd and all of these guys are just fucking wanting to get home. Mm-hmm. They're dirty and blood splattered, and they and he's giving him this this Americana. And again, I get what ultimately what it is, but it does definitely hit home. It's a very somber song when you watch where it's sung in the movie. Mm-hmm. But White Christmas, 1942, Bing Crosby.
Okay,
nice.
Anybody got any more left?
I still have "When Doves Cry" by Prince. I believe both Brian and I have Prince songs to discuss.
Same album too.
Let's go on
Prince, same album.
Prince block.
Prince is another one that, I mean, I was thinking, I was like, what a time to be alive that we exist. Prince, all of my three, Prince, Michael Jackson, Queen, all exist in the same era of music, of history, and that's pretty wild amongst many others. But I would argue, you look at Michael Jackson and Prince, and it's like, man, those two guys did what I don't feel like many other artists have been able to capture, as in truly being they're just they're more than pop icons. They are truly artists, and Prince absolutely was. And Purple Rain is, I'm sure, probably Purple Rain's got to be the biggest song, right? I would say.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, that was a huge hit for him too, man.
Yeah. But When Doves Cry is, first of all, love the beat. Very simple, but very catchy, and it's a total earworm. That dun, 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 dun. I love the story of it. I love the this one is one that I always liked. I like the Purple Rain's an amazing song, and it's a great ballad, but man, there's something very dynamic about and interesting about When Doves Cry that I can't quite put my finger on. It's just a very unique sounding song. And I just think it's an incredibly well written song. So that's why it's on my list. I'm thinking, this was the third one that came in my head, and I was like trying to really, I'm like, I got one more spot, and what's it going to be? And I'm trying to think of, there's all these incredible, epic artists who have done all these amazing songs over time, but Prince pops in there, and that's my favorite Prince song, and yeah, I just think it's a really well written song. It's got an incredible hook, so that's why I put it on my list.
Yeah, very good.
Makes sense.
Yeah, definitely one of the best albums of all time, without question for me. Anyway, the whole Purple Rain album is fantastic. One of those albums, again, start to finish. We talked about that. I'm sure we have on prior episodes, but that one's probably my favorite Prince song. My favorite one, Nick, just because of the, just everything you said about is the entertainment value of it. That was for me, that was 84, which was it's a fantastic year of music and pop culture in general. Anyway, probably for me, the best of the 80s. With 84 was the peak, but Purple Rain just is another level of. That's a song that, when I was younger, I'm like, it's a good song, but then as you go through different things in life, it takes on different meanings. It becomes more powerful, and that's a song for me that, going through some big breakups over time, that's when it's like, that's when that song, you go through something like that. It's like this. Now I understand more what he's talking about, and just a very, we know what it's about. It's just a very.
That's how I thought about Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Just the sadness of losing somebody, and the lyric of that song, it's just that it's such a shame our friendship had to end, which is is probably the hardest thing of any breakup with anybody. The friendship that you had with that person, to have that immediately, stop and go away. That is the toughest part of going through something like that. So just a very heartfelt song, and
you don't get to put your dick in somebody. That's pretty sad too.
Sure, that's right. But we know, again, lyrically is fantastic, and then you could probably argue, we could probably make this another topic, honestly, but one of the greatest guitar solos of a rock song was Prince in Purple Rain. Just really showcased what he could do on the guitar.
Yeah.
It was like, it's an emotional. It's a very emotional guitar solo in that song. So just fantastic. So again, just musically, lyrically, the emotions behind it, the power behind that song, really just stands out for me. So to me, it's got to be on the list for me.
Nice. That makes sense too.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, boys.
All right, we've all stated our cases here.
Let's get the list. All right, so we have I have Yesterday by the Beatles, Africa by Toto, White Christmas by Bing Crosby. Nick has Thriller by Michael Jackson, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, and When Doves Cry by Prince. Brian has God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, Imagine by John Lennon, and Purple Rain, again, making for the second time, Prince.
All right. And Rick D's Disco Duck. Thank you.
And Rick D's Disco
No
Duck.
love for Rick Astley, on the other hand, though.
As we all should.
I think we all failed a little bit here today.
Nobody put Weird Al on the list, but no, that's cool. That's cool. No, let's keep going.
Think. There's some good ones in there.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I have strong feelings toward. I'm likely to. I'm leaning towards either Yesterday or Imagine as a cosign, but I can't decide which one.
All right, you think about it. I'm going to cosign Bohemian Rhapsody. It was on my short list, and it got knocked off. But definitely Bohemian Rhapsody was one of the first ones I thought of when this came about. So I'm going to cosign Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Brian, you need a little more argument?
No, I'll give you that, because, like you said, there's so many unique things about that song. You could piece that to, like Nick said, there's different pieces of that song that are just so wildly different, but entertaining. It's a song that features the band members in different ways. Like even the drummer, he's not necessarily, you can't think of a big drum part there, but that's one of the guys singing such a high vocal in that song, as a backup there, then obviously the guitar solo by the guitar riff by Brian May is fantastic, and everything Freddie Mercury sang was great. But you listen to that song, it's like there was like nothing that Freddie Mercury could not do when you heard him vocally on that. The guy could have been probably somewhat of an opera singer in his own right, but yeah, just fantastic. So yeah, great song.
All right, Bohemian Rhapsody is the first one on our list, boys.
Sure.
Brian, you want to co-sign anything? Or you need to ask for a little more argument here?
I guess I'll say, I mean, just on the other side of it, I White Christmas for me, Dean. It's definitely one of the best Christmas songs of all time. I for me, with these other songs, I can't put it on the all-time overall list. If we're arguing Christmas songs, no question about it. It's definitely on the Mount Rushmore of any Christmas song, no doubt about it. But I can't, for me, put it on just because of that reason. Because I'm not. It's not a song I'm ever going to seek out unless it's Christmas time. You know,
makes sense.
But day one of Christmas time, I will listen to it.
I want to talk a little more about Yesterday and Imagine, because I'll tell you, I'm split right down the middle. I would co-sign certainly one and maybe even both, but because, like I said, the thing that's holding me up is I think Yesterday is a little bit. I mean, the Beatles don't really have a ton of songs. I guess maybe I shouldn't be thinking about it in that terms, because I'm like, the Beatles don't really have a ton of songs that are like musically going to be like, wow. You know what I mean? Like, it's very meat and potatoes. Like, they're good musicians, but it's not like
for another day. But
whoa, like, look at this range of things But Imagine is a very simplistic song, like I mentioned, but it's my favorite of the two. And they're kind of similar messages a little bit. I mean, they're both very.
Well, Yesterday's a breakup song. Yesterday is he's sad that just remembering what yesterday was. That that it's gone. It's never coming back. It's a sad breakup song.
Yeah.
Well, it could mean other things too.
I suppose it's interpretation. Yeah, but
that's true.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Imagine. I love that song. Yeah, I don't know. They're both great songs. They're both incredible songs. Well, I like Imagine a lot. That's like so. I love the message of Imagine, and I think it is like I said, it's a really well written song. The fact that it's very well worded, I guess, that I've always appreciated about that song. So I'm gonna co-sign Imagine for sure.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna agree with this. Imagine definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So Imagine is number 2.
I still got time for Yesterday too. That's yeah.
All right.
I'm not ruling that out by any means. So, yeah. So
let me break in here and let's go Thriller. I mean, it's just so iconic. It is like, at the very least, the song of the 80s.
Yeah.
Pop culture wise, I saw Brian's eyes jerk up there.
I don't know if it's the song of the 80s, but it's definitely one of the songs of the 80s.
I think it's it's the song of human history. I think really, it's not any one given decade. It's the song of humans.
Get the fuck out of here, Paul McCartney. We're singing about horror movies. God damn it!
It's just the best.
Do you have Vincent Price? No, you do not.
Get the fuck out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't want wars? Well, you know what I want? Fucking zombies. Shit.
Yeah, I like
Eat brain. There you go.
That's right. That's good. You know what? Man,
you hate Thriller? What's happening right now?
I do not hate Thriller.
To me, what is this?
I do not.
No, speak it out, bud.
No, I don't. I do not hate Thriller. It's kind of what I said before. I don't know, but but it's just what happened. You'll never. The video was such an iconic thing.
Yeah.
At the time.
Yeah, you can't undo
it's
it.
It's impossible not to think about the video, like we said earlier. But
right.
that's okay. That's the genius of that video. I mean, it was
also
ingenious.
Impossible to think of Bohemian Rhapsody without thinking about Wayne's World.
Well, that is
and
true.
And that wasn't
too.
even their doing, and that was later.
Right.
That's true.
Right. If I say, is it a greater song than "Yesterday" by the Beatles? I don't know.
Yeah.
From an entertainment value, not from an entertainment value all the way around, as far as enjoyment is concerned.
Yeah.
I mean, now you're talking. I mean, I understand. And again, when I think about Thriller, it does make me happy. It does make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me think of the video. It's fun. It was definitely MTV heyday. When I was watching MTV at the time, the second that video came on, you fucking just stopped what the fuck you were doing and watched it for. I mean, it was like a good 15-minute video, something like that. It was a mini movie.
The original one was an appointment television. Like it had
really was.
a premiere.
Yeah, like John Landis directed the fucking thing back in the
Yeah. I mean, it was on. It was in the TV guide.
Because I mean, that's like I remember when Black and White premiered, and we all I remember us sitting in our living room being like, the new Michael Jackson video is coming out tonight, and it was like 8:00 p.m. Like Black and White came on,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to me, like a better song
Billy,
on that album was like,
watch the video. I've already had enough of him.
I think "Beat It's" a better song for me. I think "Man in the Mirror"
That's what Billy thought.
lyrically is a better song, but it's still I don't know. It's tough. It's like, what does it mean to you? The greatest song is it? But one part of it certainly is how it makes you feel.
Yeah. Sure.
And if it's just like that's a song that makes me happy, it's fun. There's no deep meaning behind it other than it's just simply fun. And again, the video took it to another level. So, the more I talk through it, I'll give you that one, Nick. As far as our personal, our list, why not? Just from a fun, perspective.
All right, we have 2 more
spots
you
didn't make
left.
me. I was going to be a total pants shitting baby. If it didn't make the 5, I was going to not do another show until you guys publicly apologized to me and changed it. So I'm glad. All right, thank you.
I mean, I think we all sat down and said any of these, you could always argue, deep meaning songs and this and that. There's definitely tons of that out there. You could argue against some of these that we're talking about.
I thought it was the most well-written song ever.
Right.
I said it's the greatest song ever.
So, all right. So we have
the best one.
We have 3. We're looking to get 2 more. Are you guys willing to just plain out admit that you don't believe in science, or are we just overlooking?
It's a good song. It is a good song.
I mean,
it's hard for me.
Sonically, it is a good song. It's a chill song.
See, you know what
does it mean? It doesn't mean anything. That's the thing about
it.
There's no
of course
meaning.
It means something who wrote it, but I don't know what it is.
They admit themselves it doesn't mean anything really. It's nonsense.
But if you think about it, it's like a guy taking a trip to Africa to find himself. It's like a midlife crisis. Maybe
it's fun. Watch that Yacht Rock documentary, and they do talk about that song where it really doesn't mean anything. It just the guys in the band itself. But
so we were talking.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Quick aside. Just to get Robin's opinion. I was like, what do you? She's like, oh, geez, there's so many songs. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Just what do you think's the greatest song? And she's like, well, I don't know. She's like, I like a lot of different songs. She's like, in a lot of songs, she's like that I think would be maybe whatever. And she has and I don't even know who sings it, but it's the song Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
That was on my list. Yep.
So it's a beautiful song.
Yep.
But and I told her, and I was like, it is a beautiful song. Leonard Cohen. There you go. And I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck it means. And she's like, I don't think anybody does. It's just
that is correct. Actually,
I don't know that there is an actual. It kind of does. It's just a bunch of word salad. I don't know what it actually means.
I think
it's maybe
I think it's a parted song.
Based.
I think there's a lot of certain sections mean certain things. But it's not all together like one story.
Sure.
That's
okay.
how I always understood it.
Sure. And it is a lot of music is interpretation. We don't need to spend too much time on a song that's not on the list, but I mean, like,
That's true.
I bring it back to
if I'm going to get
what
one
we're
on the
saying
list,
about
I'll
Toto.
fucking put it up there.
What we're saying about Toto is that, like it's a good, but then that's the only drawback is that, it's all music is interpretive, and maybe whoever wrote it, it means some type of something. They had something in their head when they wrote it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? They meant something by it. And I know some artists are like, I don't like to say what my songs are about because I like to let listeners interpret it and let it mean something to them, which I respect.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, to me, when I hear that song, it is a very lovely song, and I'm never upset that it's on.
Okay.
But I don't know what it means. I don't like its words, but I like it. I'm not out on it. We've got 2 spots left.
We get 2 spots. I'm gonna actually
there's 2 Prince songs though too, and
I'm going Purple Rain. I'm sorry, Purple Rain. I love When Doves Cry, but out of the 2, Purple Rain is the far superior song. And I think if you're gonna put 2 Prince songs in our 9, and neither of them make the list, that's bullshit. So
that would be a crime.
That's a criteria to me that Purple Rain is getting my cosign.
Okay, I will also.
All right.
I will give my blessing to Purple Rain.
Okay.
I do like Africa by Toto, but I am much more likely to give it to Yesterday by the Beatles.
Yeah, I'm with you, Nick. I mean, for me personally, there's definitely, as I mentioned already, there's a deeper connection to Africa because of my, the memories of my daughter and all that. But it's very difficult to say that Africa is a better song than something written by Paul McCartney. That's a tough one. That's a really tough one.
Correct. That's actually criminal. we get prosecuted criminally.
Full love to Toto. My dopamine, those 2 songs come on, and I'm waiting in a line in Cedar Point. My dopamine levels raise higher for Toto.
That's true.
That's true.
I'm not saying but like that. It's not about the appreciation. It's just what it does to my brain, the way it tickles my brain. But I think Yesterday belongs up there and is a fantastic song.
Mm.
All right. So Yesterday.
There it is.
All right, boys. I almost lost my pen here. All right, we have our 5 greatest songs of all time. We have Bohemian Rhapsody, Imagine, Thriller, Purple Rain, and Yesterday.
Lovely. Well done. Take that. Take that, Rolling Stone. Fuck you.
Yeah, suck a dick, Rolling Stone.
How many of those songs were in their top 20? I wonder. Well, we don't have that.
Purple Rain definitely was. We know that
was
for
Purple
sure.
Rain in the top 20? Okay, I
Yes,
can't remember. I just remember we were like, there was some we were like, okay, yeah, sure. And then there's some of them we were like, wow, really? I don't even remember what number
Bohemian
1 was.
Rhapsody was up there too. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Actually, the word salad argument is the reason I did not pick Smells Like Teen Spirit. But in my head, I was like, well, culturally and like, what it did for music and a whole genre. And, that was one that was definitely up there. But I'm like, I don't know how much I can defend, I mean, actually, it's not word salad. It does make sense. I don't know. I thought lyrically it maybe was lacking.
You just can't understand what he's saying. The lyrics make sense. But listening to it, you're like, I don't know the fuck what are you saying here?
Yeah. It is actually the more it's like an anthem for that time and that that generation's outlook on. I mean, it is an amazing song. It
was a hair metal
play for that. Yep. So
I
anyway,
really
talking about more songs that aren't on the list.
That's okay. There's so many. There's so many out there, but it's a solid. I mean, we have a variety from powerful lyrics to simply just fun, and we like it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
Right. All right, boys. Well, fuck, we did it. We created the greatest top 5 greatest songs of all time lists. So we win. No matter what, we win. Yep. And I would assume if the same list was given for podcasts, we'd be on it.
Of course.
At least top. No, I was going to say top 500, but there are a lot of podcasts out there.
There's a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Top 5 podcasts that you're listening to right this moment. That's right.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah.
We're not even number 1, but at least the top 5.
We'll settle for it. We'll settle for it. Yep.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
You forgot to shut off the old Alexa or something, and we're just there.
Yep.
I'll take it.
Which you can do, by the way. You can
Thanks,
ask
Jonathan.
your device to play us. That's right.
Yep, there we go.
That's right.
All right, so, well, there's nothing left for us to do except for to tell you where to find us on social media, which is really the only thing left for you to do. So be sure you're following us on our social media pages, liking, subscribing, rating, reviewing, telling all of your friends. And if you don't know where to get those links, you should probably go and get your happy ass to Google and type in Convincing Idiots Link Tree. That'll take you right there. Or you can go directly to our website, which is convincingidiots.wordpress.com. This has been episode 295, yes, of Convincing Idiots. I'm Millennial Nick.
Zennial D.
Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you that these are the greatest songs of all time? Not Rolling Stone. Rolling Stone doesn't know what's up. We know what's up. We got our ears to the streets.
Rolling Stones. Eat all the dicks.
Got our ears to the streets and our mouths to the dicks. Let's go. Wait, what?
What? No, what? I don't. See you next week. Zennial Dean, Gen X Brian, Millennial Nick. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe.
Ham grape.
There you go. All right. And in our main topic, we are going to discuss and cultivate the greatest songs of all time. You heard other publications do it. You haven't heard it done like this. This week on Convincing Idiots. So wherever you listen to podcasts, find us. Wherever you watch podcasts, find us. Probably YouTube. So this week on Convincing Idiots, join us, please.
Come cultivate with us.
And that's why I don't do the fucking last part. All right, whatever.
When he threw out the word cultivate, I was like, he's fucking done. I'm like, don't be trying
No, actually, I'm pretty fucking happy I got to use the word cultivate.
When you said cultivate, I was like, oh god, he's swinging for the fences.
No, I like that word. And there's no other time in my fucking life that I get to use the word cultivate. So I used it correctly.
I liked it was we got cultivate, but then we messed up the name of the show. That's pretty good.
Is there any way you could like go in and like really cut that little fucking
Don't cultivate with
Cultivating Idiots podcast. Thank you very
I'd
much.
already used my brain power on the word cultivate.
Oh shit, my toilet paper word of the day thing only had one on it.
It was like, wow, I got that out. I guess I'm just gonna keep going.
Brain goes, I'm done.
You ever seen somebody do the speed wobbles where you make it down the first ramp and then but the speed wobbles get them after the fact?
Oh, wait.